Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay, so Larry, sorry for that small break. Now, like
No
I was
problem.
saying, I said the terms used in this data set are basic. You don't need field knowledge to be able to understand what's going on in this data. We're looking at patient's name. This is the name. We're looking at their gender. We're looking at the blood group, their blood type. We know there are just 8 blood groups. We're looking at their medical conditions, cancer, obesity, like that. They are terms we are familiar with. The date they were admitted, the doctors that attended to them, the names of the hospital, their insurance providers, the billing amount, room number, and the rest, discharge date. So we have the date they were admitted and the discharge date. From this data set, we know that one of the things we want to, one of the insights we would like to get is how long each patient stayed in the hospital. And that insight came as a result of studying this data. We can see dates of admission and date of discharge. Okay, so that means there's a particular date they were admitted and there's a particular date they were discharged. That's going to give us the length of time they stayed in the hospital. So that's one of the insights we would want to get. Another insight we want to get from this data set, from observation, is the relationship between blood group type and medical condition. Are people with O positive prone to diabetes? Are they prone to cancer? Are they prone to asthma? These are the kind of insights we want to get from this data set. Are people with B negative, are they more prone to getting cancer? These are the kind of relationship we want to get from this data set. We also see gender here and age. What's the relationship between age and medical condition? Are older people prone to catch these medical conditions? These are another thing we need to get. Also, gender, male and female, who is more prone to get social medical conditions? These are the insights we want to get. And these are questions. By insight, I mean questions we want to answer. So this is the first stage of your data analysis. You get the data, you observe the data, and then you clean the data. It is after cleaning the data that um, we're going to now start, we will start doing analysis using if functions, using subtotal functions, and average, total, and all of the sum functions you can think about in Excel. It is after cleaning the data we can now begin to do all of that. After that, we'll get into pivot analysis. In fact, pivot analysis is a very straightforward way of analyzing your data set without using functions, okay? It's a very straightforward way. You analyze your data set using pivots, create your pivot chart, and with your chart and analysis, you get to your dashboard and begin to present your dashboard. Like I told you, at the end of this class, you will build a dashboard with any data set of your choice that you will present to Mr. Prosper and I, right? So I'm going to delete this data set. We're not doing any, I'm deleting this sheet. We're not doing any analysis yet. So let's clean this data set. Like I told you, we're going to clean in Excel first, in Excel's sheet. This is the sheet here. This is the workbook, and this is the sheet we have here. And then we're going to also clean the data set in Power Query. That's what we'll achieve for today. Cleaning data set. I want to create a copy of this data set in another sheet so that we will have what to work with. Okay, I don't even need it in another sheet, but let me just. Now, I hope you're with me, Larry. Hello, Larry, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, good. So now let's begin our cleaning process. We've already done this in the last class. We changed the case. Now, if you look at the name, when you get a data set and you want to start cleaning, it is advised that you clean column by column. You take your time, clean column by column, column by column, format the data type, column by column, so that you don't rush through things. Now, if we look at this first column, the names, the patient name, there's something wrong with this field name. Can you let me know? Can you just come? What do you think is the problem with this column name? This name, the name is just name.
Oh, I don't. The first column.
Yeah, this column, my cursor is on name now. This is name. What do you think is
Yeah,
wrong with this header name? This name, something is wrong with it.
it's supposed to be.
It's
Supposed to be names.
supposed to be names.
Yeah,
Okay.
S
No,
to
no,
it.
that's not the issue. That's not the issue. Is that this name is actually patient name. It would have been better or more revealing to add patient to it.
Okay.
Patient names. So because this can tell you that okay, all the names here are patient names. I have names here, I have doctor here. What if these are doctors' names? What if this doctor's name are the patient's name? So you see the discrepancies. You have to rename columns. It's part of cleaning data set to rename the column. Now this one here, I can come here and say doctor names, doctor's names, doctor names. Let me put doctor name. Okay, patient name, doctor name. There's no need for the plural, it's just the heading, right? So we are done with the header. Let me be sure that we're taking note of the medical condition, date of admission, doctor name, hospital, insurance provider, billing amount. Okay, all of these are in order. Medication, test results, discharge date. Every other thing about the column names is in order. Now we're going to look at cleaning column by column. Look at this column. We have Leslie Terry. It's very irregular. You have capital letter, small letter. This case is super irregular. So what do? You highlight this. You create a helper column, rather. We want to change all of these to either uppercase or proper case. Now we're going to create a helper column first. I'm going to insert a new column. This is where I will enter the function that we are going to use to correct this header name. Now, what is the function we are using? We want to change it to proper case. Let it be like Bobby Jackson. The first letter will be capital for the name, and the surname, the first letter will be capital. So what function are we using? What function do you think we should use? We discussed it in our last class.
We are using upper, right?
Upper will change everything to capital letter, and that's not what we want to do. We want to change it to proper case.
We use proper.
Yeah, so we use the proper function. That's correct. If I click on proper, you see that proper has come down here. I will double click on it to open it, and then I'll click on Bobby Jackson. I'll close it and enter. Now it has changed to proper. Although Bobby Jackson was already in proper. Now I will just double click. You see my cursor have changed to a small cross.
Yeah.
I'll just double click on it and it corrects everything. Right? And now, like I told you, you're going to copy and paste value. So that if you see my cursor is showing in the formula bar, you're seeing the formula we used to achieve this. Now we want to change it so that it will be showing the name instead of the formula. I will just copy this column and then go to paste value rather. Click on paste value and it has pasted the value. So when I click on any of the names, I'm no longer seeing formula here. I'm seeing the name.
Sorry, I don't understand the last part.
Okay, let me Control C. Now we have created our names, right? We use this formula. If I click on this cell now, you're seeing formula, proper function. If I click on this one, instead of you to see Leslie Terry, you're seeing a function. And we don't want that. Because by the time I delete this column, if I don't change this one to be showing the name instead of the formula, I will get an error. So in order for us to do that, we'll just highlight the column. I will highlight it, and then I will Control C. I will press Control C to copy it. After pressing Control C, I will go to paste here, this place. I'll click on this small arrow down here, and I will go to paste values. Just click on paste values. It has pasted the names instead of the formula. So what I have now, you see, is showing Bobby Jackson here. It's no longer showing the proper function that we did. If I click on Danny Smith, it's showing Danny Smith in the formula bar. It's no longer showing the proper, and that's what we want to achieve. Now I can now delete this column. We no longer need it. I can delete it, and then I'll put my column name there. Patient name. That's one of the first cleaning tasks that we have achieved. We're able to change the case from irregular case to proper case. Now I will go to my age. I want to see if there is, maybe Excel is reading this thing as a text, but everything looks good. Excel is reading it as a number because it is on the right. If it is on the left, that means Excel is reading it as a text. But irrespective of whether Excel is reading it as number or not, you still have to format it as number. So I will highlight this one. Remember, I told you we are cleaning column by column. We are done with the first column, although we will still come and check for spelling errors. Though I will go to this one. I'll click on general I have here. Or what's this? Okay. I'll highlight this column and all the columns that are number. Let me see if I have another column that is number so that I can do everything at once. Okay. Room number. This is not a number. This is a currency because it's an amount. So it's going to be in currency, whether Naira, US, or whatever currency we're going to be using. So I want to format all the number columns to number. I'll click, highlight the column, press my control key, and then scroll to the next column with number. That's room number. Now I've highlighted the two columns at once. Room number is highlighted, age is highlighted. I'll go to where I have number, and then I format to number. Now, if you see that my format has shown double decimal, I want to remove it. So I'll come to this place under the number, and then I decrease decimal. It has already written it, decrease decimal. If I click on it, you see it's decreasing the decimal on my room number and on my age also. Can you see it? Even the age has 1 decimal. So if I reduce it again, I have removed the decimal completely. I'll press Ctrl S so that I save my work as I go. Now, what else do we need to check? We're going to check for spelling error. Okay. Now I will highlight this. I'll go to review and see spelling. You click on it. It says spell check complete. You're good to go. So we don't have any spelling error here. I'll go to the next column, spell check. There are no spelling errors. That's what I will do till I complete all the columns. I'll highlight this column. I go to spelling. There are no spelling error. So obviously this data is not really bad. I'll go to Smith. Now we have 1 spelling error. We don't know if this is a spelling error. Okay, it is a spelling error because this is what we have in our data set, Mark Comic. Now, Mark, short form for Mark is MC. Comic is supposed to be in capital letter C. Now, Excel has detected that and is telling us there's a spelling error. Now, what do? If I click on change all, that means Excel will locate everywhere I have this spelling error in the data sheet and correct it. And that's what we're going to click. If you click on ignore once or ignore all, you will see that Excel will not change it. But the correct spelling is McCormick. This is the suggestion that Excel has given us. So we're going to click on change all. Are you following, please? Larry, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. So we're going to click on change all. The Excel has corrected all of that. Now it is showing us another one, James TBD. It did not bring any suggestion. Say James. So we're going to click on ignore because that is the person's name, James TVM. We're going to ignore. Now we see more error. McCarthy is supposed to be this C, like we corrected the other time. It gave us what's it called? It gave us suggestions. We can go with this one. We can go with this one. If that's the name, we can go with this. We can go with this. But obviously, this is the correct spelling because it's just the capitalization that they did not put there. So we'll click on change all. If we click on change all again, Excel will go look for everywhere we have that data set, that name, and correct it. So we'll click on change all. Another one, McDonald's. Of course, McDonald's can be this McDonald's. It can be MC Donald. So I want to assume it is McDonald's. This is it. Just for the purpose of learning. Okay? But normally, if it's reality, you check back with the company to know what is the accurate spelling of the customer before you do this kind of changes. So let's go with McDonald. Let's assume that this is the correct spelling. We have made our inquiry and they told us it's MAC, McDonald. So we'll go and click on change all. So you see how spelling error is, the spelling error function in Excel is helping us locate everywhere we have spelling error. McKnight also spelled wrongly because the K is supposed to be in capital letter. We're going to select this one and then we'll click on change all. This is what you're going to be doing until you correct everything. McGill also will change all. McBride, let's say this is the correct spelling we have checked and they say this one will change all. McCarthy, McCarthy. Okay, this is the correct one. Now, we did not check the first Joanne to know if this is a different McCarthy or not. So we're going to leave this one for a while. Let's just ignore once. We'll get back to it. Then we have Michael McDaniel. This is McDaniel. Change all. Michael McDowell. Let's choose this McDowell as a spelling. Change all. Okay, this is the correct of O'Connor. We'll change all. Eric McKay. We'll change all. Mark Fatland, we'll change all. So this is what we're going to be doing until we clean the data set. This is the data set I sent to you and I expect that you will clean yours when you have the time. Okay, that will be your assignment. If you're not working along with me or after the class, or when I'm done with this one, I'll give you 5 minutes to do yours. So this is marker, we change all. Christopher will change all, McCall will change all. I'm going to be clicking change all like that. Macmillan. Okay, this is Macmillan. Change all. McConnell. Change all. Michael, no suggestion, ignorance. McCain. Let's see other suggestions. Okay, that's it. We change all. Ignore once, no suggestion. Taylor, ignore once. McCarthy. Okay, so we have different McCarthys. Just same surname. McCarthy. Oh no. Ignore once. Ignore once. Okay, I think we're done. We only have the double ones, double names. Okay. So we're done because Excel is no longer seeing error in names. Instead, it is detecting names that are occurring double times. The first name and the last name are the same thing. That's the only thing it is detecting right now. So we're just going to be ignoring them till we ignore everything. We can't delete them because these are names. Now, your spell check is complete. You're good to go. We are done with spell checking. Now, we have changed the case of data sets. We have changed column names. We have changed number formats. We have changed, we have checked for spelling errors. We checked for spelling errors in each column, and the doctor name gave us a lot of changes that we made. Now we're going to go to the next one, which is the hospital, and check for spelling errors also. Okay, so I'm just doing what we did before. So well. So I'm just repeating what we've done before. We need to clean this column. I can see some errors. Some of the names are starting with and, so we're going to go and remove them. Through which we're going to use the find and replace function, but let's get there.
Oh,
The thing is that when you are cleaning data with Excel, in Excel sheets, there are some cleaning actions that you cannot do in bulk. This is one of them. There is no shortcut to doing this. This is just what you have to be doing, no matter how bulky the data is. That's why cleaning process takes 75% of your analysis process. Now, there's something I want to bring to your notice while we're doing this. There are times where you have repeated words in your spelling like this, something like this now, this Lewis, Adams, and. Obviously, this and is an error, okay? When
yeah,
we get
yeah.
to when we get to find and replace, we're going to use find and replace because I noticed that we have a lot of and here. We're going to use find and replace and remove them. But sometimes these words, I deliberately don't want to remove them because I want to believe they are names of the hospitals, like maybe 2 or 3 persons own the hospital. Now, you may want to remove them. If you look at this dialog box here, you're saying repeated word, Lewis. You can either delete it, okay? You can delete it if you know that it is not supposed to be repeated. Maybe the name of the hospital is Lewis Adams, not Lewis Adams, okay? You can delete them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But for the purpose of this class, we are not going to, let me just delete one so that we can just see what the changes. Just put your eyes on this place here. Let's see what the changes will be. It has deleted one of the Lewis. This one is Erdinez and Medina. We're going to delete it. Morris and Reynolds will delete. Now it says spell check complete. You're good to go. So it's not all the double words you see that you leave. Some may be error actually. If you look at what I'm just noticing that some are even three words. I was just ignoring ones. That is not ideal in a in a data analysis process. You have to be very observant and pay attention to what you're doing. You could actually be making a mistake, okay? So that is
Oh,
that for this column. We are done with this column. Now we're going to look at the next column, which is I think is the insurance provider column. That should be the insurance provider. Okay, we're done with hospital. We're going to go to insurance column. I don't think we have much error here. Spell check. Go to spelling error. Our spell check, remember, is under the review tab. So spell check complete, you're good to go, no error. The next column that we're checking is the medication, okay. Admission type, I don't think we have error, but not a crime to check. No error. We'll go to medication. There may not be error, but it's good to check. We pay attention to the smallest detail in data analysis. No error. Now we're going to go to the next column, which is the test result. We'll check for spelling error. I don't think there's error, no error, good. So our next task is to check for, now, like I said, our hospital names had a lot of error. I was noticing and in some of the names. So we're going to go down, click on it. Click on it, go to your home tab. Let me shift this one. Go to your home tab. Now you see find and select. In some laptops or in some Excel version, you see find and replace. In older versions, you see find and replace. We're going to click on find. What are we removing? While I was doing the spelling error, I noticed that some hospitals were having and, and. Some were starting with and, okay? Some will end with and,
Yeah.
no other name. No other name is following this. So we're going to go to find and replace to remove it. To look for find, click on find. Find what? In the find dialog box, you click on what you want to find. I'll say find and. Now it has to be in the same case. Whatever you're looking for has to be exactly the way it was spelled. If it was spelled in small letter, you have to type it in small letter. I'm looking for and then I'll say it's going to find it within the sheet, find by rows or by column, find by column, because I want it on this column that I did now. Now I'll say find next.
But mine is not showing column. Mine is not showing column.
No, it's not showing
It just
what?
show. It's not showing within or sheet or per column. It's just showing replace, find
Ah,
what. Yeah,
okay, no problems. I think because I'm using I'm using the paid version of Excel.
I think so.
It's supposed to have it though if you're using the, but let's just go find and, find next, or find all. Now, okay, this is what we got. This is not what I
I
want.
think we got the same thing, sure.
You gotten the same thing.
Yeah, this is what you are showing. What's on your side?
Okay, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, the same thing we got.
Okay, okay. So look for find and replace. Go to find and by row, and then find next. What am I getting? Okay, it's telling me that I have this. Showing me one. If I click by row, it's going to, that's why I'm getting only one. But if I click find all, you see, it's showing me everywhere we have and. Everywhere we have and. Now, what do you want to replace it with? I can go to replace, find and, replace with. I can say, let me replace with this. Click on the, okay, replace all. Now, see what we have. 28,523 replacements. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Have you done yours?
But it's not showing every option here. Not the whole option are not showing.
It's not showing. Go to replace. To see the option, look at my screen now. I click on find. Go to replace. It will tell you find what, replace with.
Yeah.
It didn't show you.
Let me just try it.
Okay, please.
Okay, I've saw the full option now. Sorry, within, is it sheet or what?
1 minute. You say what?
Can you
Yeah,
go
leave
back
it
to
on
find
sheet.
out?
Leave it on sheet.
Okay.
It should be
What
on
about
sheet.
search?
Search by row or by column, anyone. If you click on find all, it will find everything.
Look in.
Looking, leave it at formulas.
Okay, that's all for here, right?
Yeah, that's all for now. Then go to replace. Don't worry about this place. Don't touch it. Just this is what you want to do. Find what, put it. Replace with, put it.
I should click on next or
Click on find, replace all. When you click on what
it's
to
not.
find, what to replace, then you click on find all. Okay, you know
Okay,
what? Just
understand.
cancel that process. Let's go to the insurance provider. I saw an error. I want us to use find all to correct.
Uh,
That one is straightforward. This one, I just wanted us to change this and to the Apple stand. But let me do it with the insurance provider. Are you on the insurance provider?
yeah.
Okay, now please just pay attention, then I'll give you time to do yours. If you highlight the insurance provider, look at this. This is supposed to be Athena, Atena, not Aetna.
Yeah.
So I'm going to highlight it now. Go to find and replace. Find. Find. Then I'll come. You can either use find or click on replace, anyone. Now I want to find, what do I have there? Aetna. And I want you to replace with Athena, Atena. Can you see what I did now? I said Excel should look for Aetna and replace it with Atena. And then what do? I go to replace all. I click on replace. You say, well done. We made 10,914 changes, replacement. If I click on OK, I'll close this. If you come here now, it has changed from Aetna to Atena, and it has applied it to everywhere that it can see that error. So please do yours and let me know.
Alright.
Larry, I hope you're taking notes.
I thought you said that you're going to send me this video.
Yeah, I'm recording it. I'll send you the video actually.
Yeah, I
Okay.
will just look at it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay.
done with it.
You got it, right?
It said odd no with mate 10914 replacements.
Good. So because we're using the same data set, we're supposed to get the same result. So that's fine. That's fine. So now the next thing we're going to do, look at our billing amount. You're not going, if you look at the billing amount, it's not showing like it's a number. It's an amount. This is an amount. So it's supposed to be in currency. But if you look at this now, it's just showing like a strange number, just raw number. It's not, you can't say, okay, this is $18,000, this is 18,000 pounds, 18,000 naira. You're not having that because you have not formatted this as a currency. And that's what we're going to do now. We're going to highlight the column, go to general, and then we'll format with currency. Now, if I format with currency, you see that the currency symbol is close to the amount. The only difference between currency and accounting, I can also use accounting, is that the currency symbol will be further. Look at it. It will be further from the amount. You have the currency symbol here, the amount here. Then you can go ahead and reduce decimal to approximate it. So whatever works well with you. You can actually go to the more number format, go to accounting, click on, and then look for, want to put it to Naira. If you see Edo, Fulani, Hausa, Ibibio, whatever, anything you see like that is Naira. If I click on Edo and I say, okay, I have changed it to accounting format, but Naira currency. Okay, so let's work with Naira currency because we are in Nigeria. Hmm? Let's work. Look, okay, no, I think I'm going to let's work with the pounds format. Let me use pounds. So let's work with this. Now we're almost done with cleaning this data in Excel. If you see now, we're going to check for blank spaces. I know I inserted some duplicates in this data set, and I inserted some blank spaces because I wanted to teach you how to remove duplicates and check for blanks. Now I'm going to highlight the data set. I'll go to data tab and then I'll click on filter. So that will put filter in everything. I'll just pick a particular column that I think should have unique data set. So this column, blood group type, is supposed to have just 8. Now, this is what I was trying to explain to you in the next class, in the last class. If you look at this page, you're seeing blanks, right?
Yeah.
It means there are blank data, there's a blank row in this data set. If I go to any other column, I will still see that blank. You see? It means that there is a blank. If I click, two ways you can remove it. If I click on select, click on blank, and click on OK, it will show me only the blank space. Now, how do I know that I'm seeing blank? Right now, I can see 2 rows that are blank. If you look at this number row side, you see 26, row 26, and row 55,502. These 2 rows that are showing blue, they are the 2 blank rows that we have in this data set. I don't know if you understand what I just said now.
Not exactly so.
Okay, so let me go back. Let me go back. Now, you select the data set. You want to check if there are blank data sets, if there are blank rows in the data set. Select it, go to your data tab and click on filter. This will give you filter on every column. Now, any column can be used to check for blank. You can use any column, but I like to use column that don't have too much. I like to use categorical column. What do I mean by categorical column? Male or female. So I know that in this column, I'm supposed to just have 2 things, male or female, and any other blank. In this column, I'm supposed to just have 8. There are only 8 types of blood group. So if I go to this one, click on the filter icon, I will see blank. Now I'm going to select only the blank. I want only the blank to show so that I can delete them. Okay, I'll click on OK. And now it's showing me blank. You're seeing a blank sheet, but in all of this, all these ones that are highlighted black, they are not part of my data set. These 2 numbers that are highlighted with blue, can you see them?
The 26, 5,
Good. Those are the 2 blank data sets those are the 2 blank row in my data set. If I don't remove them, they will affect my analysis. So that's how you check for blank and then you remove them. What do? You just select it. I'm going to select the 2 and delete them. Right click and I will delete row. I have deleted them. They are no longer there. Can you see all of these are highlighted black? They are just part of the worksheet. They are not part of my data set. The 2 numbers that are blanks, I have deleted them. Now I will remove the filter in my work. So now there are no more blank sheets. Even if I put that filter, back to check, I put filter back now and check, I will not see any blank data again. Oh, blanks is still showing. That means I still have blanks. Let me check and confirm from another column. Okay, so we still have blanks. Let's remove them. My previous action did not remove them, so we're going to select only the blanks. Oh, so we have more blank data sets. Those other 2 have gone, so I think we have more. I'm going to delete row. It has been deleted. So we're going to check. We no longer have blank data set here. It has been removed. I'll click on OK. Let me go to gender again. You see, we no longer have blanks here. Let me check another. I just want to verify with another column. There are no blank data sets. There are no blank row in our data set anymore. All has been removed. If I check here, no more blank. Okay, we still have blank here. So you see what I was telling you about cleaning your data set column by column. Now imagine that I removed all the blank sets that these two columns show to me, but I still have blank in the name. It's going to affect my analysis. Now I'm going to click on select. I just want to see only the blank. I'll deselect them, go and select only the blank. Oh, wow. So now we have blank data sets with patient. There are no patient names, but they have data sets. Now this is a
sorry, don't you think this was the first step you made before that will show this blanks in this spreadsheet? I was thinking that you did not select everything when you pasted it.
Come again.
This patient name, you know, you had to copy it and repaste.
Okay.
In the first stage. And what I think is that you did not copy everything because I did mine. I screwed down and most of the name was not showing, so I had just to do it manually by highlighting everything.
You highlighted it manually?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because most of the thing was not showing before.
Okay, let me check. Thank God I have a copy of the original data. Let me see.
Yeah, just recheck the original data.
So I'm coming. Let me confirm. Oh, you're correct though. And that's happening. Oh wow. Okay. It's happening because of this blank row here. Can you see? That's why you are very correct. Now that's the reason why we have this data set problem now. Now I cannot delete all of these. If I delete all these blank row, they are too much. Hey, that means I've scattered my data set. So what do you think is the correction to this mistake now? What do you think I'm going to do? What do you think we should do?
I don't, maybe you can just start from 26. You can copy from 26 and paste it if that would be.
No, I don't think that would be the best thing to do. Now that's one of the rigors of being a data analyst. And that's one of the reasons why we don't analyze our data set as soon as we bring it out. Because if I didn't create a copy of this data set now, and I started this, I'm in a complete mess. That is, like, my head will just be on fire. I will not know what to do. Now, what am I to do? I am going to restart this process. That's the only way I can verify the quality of this data set. If I go and copy from 26, 26 is a blank space here. If I go and copy from 26 or 23 afterwards and paste it here, what is my guarantee that there's no blank row before the ending of the data set? There's no guarantee. Because I was not actually seeing all the blank rows, the best thing to do was to remove blanks before I changed the casing. I don't know if you get what I said. So the best thing for me to do, what I would have done, was to first of all remove every blank space.
Okay, so that it will be easy for you to copy, right?
So that I will be able to copy everything. As soon as I did that copy, Control Shift and then down. See now, because I highlighted everything, the whole data sheet, even the blank is being copied. All the blank space are being copied. Now, what I would have done was to remove blanks before I did that that uppercase, proper casing. That would have been the best option. So because I did not remove the blank space and I copied, where the blank showed was where Excel, there was a break. Even when you are doing some function, if you add all your data set together and there is a blank space and then data set continue, Excel will take only the numbers that are before the blank. That's what it will add. whatever blank it saw will kind of stop or alter the function. So what we would have done was to actually check for blank space first,
Yes,
remove
okay.
them before. So I'm going to just go through the process again. Going through the process will make me have confidence in the data set. So what I have here, I'm going to go to blank, highlight the data set, go to filter. As soon as we have filter, we'll come down here, click on blank. So after this one, we'll just go straight to Power Query so that I think we have done everything about cleaning here. Now I'm going to remove the blank. Sorry, I'll deselect all. I'm supposed to deselect all first. Okay, so let's remove our blank spaces. So let me see if we're going to have that same error again. I don't think. Okay. I'm just repeating all that we have done before. So
Yeah. why is it not coming out now? I'm trying to click on the paste. Right. Paste value. Okay. So I'm going to remove this. Okay, so I don't think we should have that issue anymore. So let me just highlight it and see if there'll be a break. Okay, so now it highlighted everything from the start to finish. Okay.
Yeah. So that was the error we made. We're supposed to remove blanks before we start any analysis, any cleaning. The first step is to remove blank spaces before we begin to check for errors and all of that. So that's what we have achieved today. I think we have done a lot of cleaning on spreadsheet. I'd like for us to do a little bit of cleaning as time will permit on Power Query. Have you heard of Power Query before?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have have you cleaned data on Power Query before?
No, not that I had. I just be seeing it. Not that
Okay,
I
okay, no
maybe
problem.
I just.
Okay, so to work with Power Query, we're going to open a new worksheet, a blank workbook rather. So I'm going to close this. I'll save it. Now I want you to take note of this, our worksheet. We have healthcare data set, health sheet 2, and all of that, right? So I'll open a blank worksheet in Excel. I'll go to blank workbook. Okay, so now that I'm in blank workbook, we'll go to data. We want to import our data set. We'll go to data and see you have get data. The steps are open a blank workbook, go to your data tab, and then go to,
Yeah.
okay, go to get data. Once you get to this get data, click on get data. You will see the different sources you can get data from. You can get data from queries. You can get data from all these sources,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You can get data from
Yeah.
online services, from web pages, and all of that. But we're going to get data from file, and then from an Excel workbook. We're going to get data from Excel workbook. We can actually get CSV files. If you have CSV files, you can get them. So, but let's work with what we have, because I want us to clean the same data set we cleaned in Excel sheet. I want us to clean it in Power Query. So I'll click on Excel worksheet. It will take you to your file manager. It will take you to your file manager. You're disturbing me, Lemon. It will take you to your file manager. Then you click on where the location of your data set is. Mine is on my desktop. I'll click on it. What is the data set? It's the healthcare data set analysis, healthcare data analysis class. And then I'll click on import. You hold on. So this will take you to Power Query. And the interface of Power Query is the same with Power BI. It's the same with Power BI. If you see Power Query and Power BI, you won't be able to differentiate. Now, it has imported that my data set. Remember that my data set has 3 sheets. One is the healthcare data set, the raw data set that we did not touch. This one is the data set that we copied, that we worked on before we got that error of the missing the blank rows. Then this other one is the data set that we use to correct that error. So I'm going to click on this healthcare data set so that we can have a preview here. Now, this is the preview of the data set. Like I told you, we have not touched this data set. You can see that the name is still the name. It doesn't have patient name, the age, the gender, the blood type, and all of that. You can see the names, the irregular cases. Now, the good thing about this Power Query Navigator is that it gives you room to transform your data before you load it for analysis. Transforming your data means you want to clean it first. After cleaning, you now load for analysis. Now we're going to go to transform data. Click on transform data. It will take you to the Power Query editor. Now we're in the Power Query editor. This is a very straightforward way to clean your data set. No stress, no quarrels, no headaches rather. Now, if you look at all the column names, you will see that this name has ABC. This age has 1, 2, 3. Gender has ABC. What Power Query is telling you that this is a text. It's telling you the data type, straightforward, okay? Unlike in Excel, in spreadsheet, you will need to click on the column to know the particular data type that is there. But this is just straightforward. Now for dates, it will show you a calendar telling you that this is a date data type. This is a text data type, okay? That's the first thing you need to take note of. Now, to remove blank spaces in Power Query. Okay, now if you scroll down, you are seeing null. Null means it's a blank space, okay? So we're going to go to remove column. Remove rows, sorry. Remove rows. You can either use the keep row or the remove row. If the blank rows are too much and the data set, the rows that have data is less, you can use the keep row. Now I want to remove row because what I want to remove is not much. I'll click on remove row. Now say remove top row, remove bottom row, remove alternate row, but this is straightforward. It says remove blank rows. I'll just click on remove blank rows. Power BI, as I say Power BI, Power Query has removed the blank rows for me. If I scroll down, I will no longer see that null value we saw before. Can you see how straightforward this one is? Now, if you look at your right on the Power Query settings, you will see applied steps. This applied steps is telling you the things that you have done. This is the fastest way to undo what you have done. For example, remove blank row. This is the last action I did. If I click on this X, it will return that blank row. That's like Control Z. I'm undoing my action.
No, I'm not seeing your cursor anymore.
Look at it. Can you see it? It's here.
Is it
Can you,
now?
can you see
Okay.
it
Oh,
now?
sorry. Yeah, I can see.
Okay, this is my cursor on the right of your screen. I said this applied steps is going to be showing you step by step every action you take on this data set. Now, let me give you an instance. This is age. The age is in number. I want to change age to text. I'll click on this number. Now, it said text data. I'll change it to text. You see, it has moved to the left. Excel is now reading this number as text. It is no longer number as long as Excel is concerned. But we are going to undo it. That's not what we want. So the first action we took was to remove blanks. The second action we took was to change the data type. If I don't want to undo this one, I want to undo this one, I can skip this one, come straight to this place and click on this X. Excel will leave this action I did and undo the previous one. This is not possible in Excel spreadsheet. In Excel spreadsheet, every Control Z you do will undo your most recent action. But in this Power Query, you can select the action you want to undo. Okay, you don't have to go in the order in the most recent one. So I'm going to change this one. We don't need it. I'll cancel it. As soon as I cancel it, you see that age has turned back to the number that it was, number format. That's one. Now, you can also remove columns. We don't have any irrelevant columns here. If we had irrelevant columns, you click on remove column, you click on the remove column tab, choose the column you want to remove. See, it has removed the column where my cursor is, which was the what was age. It was age. My cursor was on the age column. Because I say remove column, it removed that particular column. So I'm going to undo it by clicking on this X here. Now my age is back. So now let's try and correct this casing in Power Query. I'll highlight this. I'll go to Transform tab. This is the Transform tab here. After the Home tab, you have the Transform tab. I'll click on the Transform tab. Are you following?
Yeah.
Okay. If I click on the Transform tab, I go to Format. If I click on the arrow under Format, it tells me lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word. This is what I want. I want it to capitalize each word. If I choose lowercase, see what will happen. Everything will turn to small letter. If I come here and click on uppercase, everything will turn to capital letter. If I click on format, I come to capitalize each word. It will click on the proper function that you see that here we didn't have to write function. In Excel spreadsheets, when we wanted to change uppercase, we had to use the proper function. We're the one that entered the function. But in Power Query, you don't need to enter any function. If you look at the formula bar, the function has already been entered for you, right? So you just need to just click buttons and do your cleaning for you. So you see that this is faster. If you have big data set that you want to work on, it is easier and faster to work with Power Query, right? So what else do we need to do? Everything looks good. Everything looks good. Okay,
What
let's
about
check
correct
for
spelling?
spelling error. Yes. Let's check for spelling error. We want to do find and replace here. The way we replace what's it called? This word, Aetna to Athena. Now, if you want to do that with Power Query, go to your home column. Go to your home column. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay. Let's go to transform. Replace values. Replace values. Now, you see, what value are we looking for? We're looking for Aetna. We're looking for Aetna. We want to replace it with Athena. Did you get that? And then I click on OK.
Yeah.
You see, it has been done. It's just straightforward. Replace values. To change spelling errors, replace values, click on replace values, click on the value you want to look for, and then replace it. Now I can see this United Healthcare. It is joined together. I didn't notice it in Excel worksheet. We can actually, what do we do? Use this replace value also to correct this error. United Healthcare, they joined it together. Go to replace value again. Click on replace values. Value to find, United Healthcare. Value to replace, United space Healthcare. If I click on OK, it has been replaced. Are we together, Larry?
Yes, I'm too.
Okay. So far, we don't have much time left. If you have any questions, please let me know. But that's just it about Power Query. If you realize, you see that what I would want you to do rather is to play around all of these. Okay? Play around them. In our next class, we are going to do more of cleaning data set in Power Query and then analyzing data sets. But what I'm going to do here, I will still look for messy data that I would need you to work on. I will get it across to you before your class. Okay, so that will be your assignment. You will make 2 copies. You will clean one in Excel sheet and clean one in Power Query.
What is going to be look, I'm working to my work is still missing my schedule up. So I'm working today. I'll be free maybe from I'll just be free on Sunday or Saturday.
Friday or
I think
Saturday.
that's when, yeah, like to settle down because my laptop is not
Okay,
always with me.
okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
But
that's
if you
no
can say anytime I'm free, I can easily go towards it.
problem. Okay,
I can easily work on it.
okay, no problem. Just communicate the time you'll be free for your next class to Mr.
And
Prosper so you can
anything
let
you
him
want
know.
to, any assignment you want to say, you can send it anytime free. If you don't have 2 hours, I can start working on it on time.
Okay, okay, not a problem. No problem. All right. So if you are done loading, cleaning your data set in Power Query, let me show you how to quickly load. If you're done, let's assume you are done, you have done all your cleaning and everything. Okay, you
Yeah.
can also rename. Remember, we renamed this column. You can also rename it just to double click on it. That's all. Patient name. This one too. I think we renamed the doctor name too.
All right.
Just double click on it. And that's all. So if we are done, go to your home tab, click on, you see this close and load. You click on it. Now you
Where
will
is it?
close, look at it here. When you go to your
Okay, yeah.
home tab, you see close and load. Click on
Yeah.
close and load, the arrow there. You see close and load.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, I've seen it.
click on it. It will now bring it back from Power Query to Excel sheet. Now, when it is importing it is importing it as a table. It will format your information as a table. And you know, when we want to do our analysis, we must first of all format our data to table.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. So this is our data set formatted as a table. It is automatically formatted as a table because we cleaned it in Excel sheet. Can you see? Now, the thing about Power Query is it is our first data set that we did not touch that has been formatted, the original one. The
Yeah.
first one we did is still here. Oh, it's no
But
longer there.
okay, okay, sorry. Once you close download, it will show you this, right?
Yes, once you click close and load, it will show you this.
Yeah.
It will
Yeah, yeah.
just
I
change
got
it
it.
to a table. Then this is
Yeah.
where you can now begin to do your analysis. You create sheet one, your descriptive analysis. You create sheet
Yeah.
two, your pivot, you now create pivot analysis. You understand? So for each
Yeah.
analysis you are doing, you want to check relationship. We'll now use pivot. That's when we'll now go to pivot table. We'll use pivot tables to analyze our data set, create pivot charts. After that, we'll assemble all our visualizations together to create a dashboard. You know what a dashboard looks like, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me see. So this is what you're supposed to have, any of this at the end
Yeah.
of your project to now present to your stakeholders, assuming your stakeholders don't want to go through the rigors of they want to understand your data easily and quickly. You have the first 5 minutes of your time to explain your data set, your dashboard to your stakeholders. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that is all for today. If you have any question or whatever contribution you want to make, observation, please let me know.
Sorry. That means this query you can use it to do all the function of Excel, like
Yes, without
everything is
writing
supposed to be
function.
done. Excel.
Yes, you can use it to do everything cleaning, data cleaning in Excel without writing functions.
Is it only a cleaning? What about like calculation,
Analyzing.
media?
Yeah, you can't, that is advanced, super advanced this thing, but Power Query is mainly for cleaning data, to transform the data. It's not for analyzing basically. Okay. So
Okay.
it's not to
All
create
right.
those functions you're talking about. You will still come back to Excel and do it. It's in Power BI that you can actually do all of that. You know, Power BI is the senior brother of Excel. So in Power
Yeah.
BI, you can transform, analyze data, and do all of that. But in query, you can do more of cleaning. You can do more of cleaning. Any other question?
What what about the previous other stuff when I was studying that?
You say?
What about, I mean, the next class, what are we doing in the next class?
In the next class, we'll continue with Power Query cleaning and then analyzing of data sets. We'll analyze descriptive analysis. We'll create
Uh,
descriptive analysis. If we have time, we'll go to pivot analysis. Hmm? That's where we begin to draw insights from our data sets. We're going to work with these data sets.
no problem. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Please, can this video be sent to me?
Yes, it will be sent to you.
Oh, thank you.